galaxy is vast, but I got time free to explore it. I'm searching for that little gem, scanning deep not to ignore it. Hope I find somewhere where the sky is blue, parking there just like the hills in view. To the light, fields of hope surround me on this planet in the night. Each system that I pass is a chance to find a sweet one. Sweep my scanner fast, and then the devil's in the detail. That's the fun, the fun. Looking wide and high from running right alive, hoping that this is the one. Life springs up, it reaches to the light. Years of hope surround me on this planet. The life springs up, it reaches to the light. Fields of hope around me. Boosting through the mail slot, SEO firing. This time I'm gonna hit the top 10%. Oh yeah. Filling up my hole with the CG's gold, with the doors even closed, with my thrusters lift the load. Load up this high geek money, yeah. Okay. I got EDMC, EDSM, ED Discovery, and Aura. Can't see Twitch is blinking, chat is tapping too. I got Star Map open, coffee's brewing, planet swaying, lights are flashing. Oh boy, I missed that station too. Taking that loop of shame, cause I just can't break the game. Making the same mistake, oh it's true. Taking this loop of shame, oh I'll never make the grade. Taking this loop of shame, cause of you. Taking that loop of shame, cause I just can't break the game. Making the same mistake, oh it's true. Taking this loop of shame, oh I'll never make the grade. Taking this loop of shame, cause of you. Sat there, just going back and forth in this old boat. Just like a ship in a bottle, you came round, hopped on the bridge and took command, and so we sailed into the night. I couldn't set a course on my own, didn't know which way was the North Star, or even Sagittarius Day. I couldn't get home on my own, didn't know which way was the North Star, or even Sagittarius Day. We set sail, not on a rough sea, but just floating free from the bottom. And you said, let's just see where the jump takes us all together. Let's jump together. And the systems fell, we scanned them all. We put our names against those first discoveries, wonderful memories. The sectors passed, we own them all. Some phenomenon were notable. We took some shots to show our friends some things they won't believe. All the things that I have said, all the places I have been. Oh, I have crossed the void they won't believe. Yeah, I've looked into the eye. Yeah, I've brought a lot since you all hopped aboard that night. I sat there, just going back and forth in this old boat. Just like a ship in a bottle, you came round, hopped on the bridge and took command, and so we sailed into the night.
System scan complete.
This galaxy is vast, but I got time for you to explore it. I'm searching for that little gem, scanning deep not to ignore it. Hope I find somewhere where the sky is blue, parking there just like the hills in the view. To the night, fields of hope surround me on this planet in the night. Each system that I pass is a chance to find a sweet one. Sweep my scanner fast, and then the devil's in the detail. That's the fun, the fun. Looking wide and high from running right alive, hoping that this is the one. Life springs up, it rushes to the light. Fields of hope surround me on this planet. Life springs up, it rushes to the light. Fields of hope. all in steel most every night. I can't find those composites, it's driving me so wild. All in steel with all my might. Just tell my next of kin I lost my way while I was trailblazing. Now there's a station to my left, there's a racing track below me. Now without a turn to going round and round. Yeah, there's a burning in my eyes. Maybe I should sleep, but I just need one more run, just one more run tonight. One more run tonight. All in steel, it feels so light. Give me your composites or you will surely die. All in steel, right through the night. Just tell my next of kin I lost my way while I was trailblazing. All I wanna do is pick up a load, press SCO, take it home, and do it all again. That's all. Fill my hole, fill it full. Yeah, take my shields, squeeze it in. I just wanna play, so I could build an office if I never left. This damn hoax I set up is glued to me, and yes, I need a bio break, but I just can't stand up. Who needs that dignity when I can have a station of my own? One last time, all in steel most every night. I can't find those composites, it's driving me so wild. All in steel with all my might. Just tell my next of kin I lost my way while I was trailblazing. Now there's a station to my left, there's a racing track below me. Now without a turn to going round and round. Yeah, there's a burning in my eye. Maybe I should sleep, but I just need one more run, just one more run tonight. One more run tonight. Boom, 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 doo-doo-doo-doo. Bum, ba, ba, da, da, ba, ba, da, da, ba, ba, da.
edges of the night. Oh, I was alone, out in the dark. And I saw hollow squares all around. Oh, I was alone, out in the dark. Heaven was all around. Oh,
Hello and welcome to Lave Radio.
Greetings and welcome to Lave Radio.
Greetings, Commanders.
Greetings, Commanders.
The show that talks about the universe of Elite
and the development of the computer game Elite 4, known as Elite Dangerous,
and the fantastic community that surrounds it.
Broadcast from the Orange Sidewinder and hosted by a vending machine technician.
A place of nonsense and innuendo for forum dads.
A self-contained podcast 2 hours long.
Transmitting to every corner of the galaxy.
It's even louder than me.
The hottest show this side of Dizzo.
The name of the place.
Lave Radio.
Lave Radio.
Lave Radio.
Lave Radio.
Greetings, Commanders, and welcome to episode 576 of Lave Radio, the show about the universe of Elite Dangerous and the fantastic community that surrounds it. I'm your host, Commander Phoenix to Fire, otherwise known as Colin Ford, Chief Archivist of Lave Station, and joining me in the Orange Sidewinder bar for this episode, we have our SRV Banksy, the legendary Commander Alec Turner.
Howdy, folks.
We also have our Staff Liaison Officer, the almost legendary Commander Psychic.
Wow. Why not? Why not legendary, you bastard? It's Christmas. I'm fine. It's Christmas.
Otherwise known as Claire. And then bringing up the rear, we've got the head of health and safety, the dustbin himself. That's Commander Edelweiss, otherwise known as Ben Moss Woodward.
The dustbin would be proud.
I'm sorry, I'm being in a bit of a facetious mood today. So if you wish, you can join us live. If you are hanging out in game, in open, we do have the Chris Mark 4 at the bar at Lave Station. But if you can't get to us in game, you can also join the Twitch chat channel, which you can access through laveradio.com/live. Click on the live chat, or go to twitch.tv/laveradio, or on YouTube. We're there as well. So let's quickly go around the crew, see how they've been for the last week, now that we've had some interesting things happen. So let's start with Claire.
Hello. I've had a pretty fun week. I've been playing through more. God, the name of the game is Mass Effect Andromeda, and I've been playing more of it and playing in Insanity mode, and I killed my first architect in Insanity mode the other day. It took me 40 minutes, and that's also fine. Yeah, it was a good fight. I felt such a sense of like overwhelming relief. I'm having to take it really slowly because, as far as I can see, the only difference between Insanity and like normal mode is that the aim of the enemies is better, so I have to keep paying attention to ducking out of view, and I need to and the aim is better when they've got a bigger hit pool, which is effectively how I would make it. I would scale a difficulty in D&D, so I understand it from that point. Yeah, so that's been really fun. I've played some Elite. Because I did say once Elite did something, I would go ahead and play some Elite, and I've played some Elite, and it's been really fun. Playing Elite, all of my keybinds still worked. Everything was still nice and shiny, so that wasn't a problem. Have I done anything? I still haven't seen Project Hail Mary. It's still on my list of things to do. We've been going through a bit of a rewatch through of all episodes of Jonathan Creek. At the moment, we do this every now and again. Like Chris will put on a show, and I'll just sort of like watch it vicariously out of the corner of my eye while I'm working, and it's really sort of I watched the very opening of an episode of Jonathan Creek, and then my brain goes, yes, that was the solution to that one, and I'm fine then. I can just keep working. But that was that's been pretty much what I've been doing. Again, it's there's not been a lot of sort of like leaving house shenanigans, because leaving house shenanigans are coming up pretty soon, so I have to pace myself for a lot of that shit. That's pretty much about it. I've been having a lot of fun playing some space video games, playing some Elite, playing some more Ethos, and I've gotten ill again. I've had a really bad cough. Today's the first day for a couple of days that I've been able to get out multiple sentences in a row without feeling like I'm going to sort of cough up an entire lung, which it's been really fun and nice, and absolutely what you want to do when you do a lot of talking.
You got 2 lungs anyway.
Talking for a living makes it kind of difficult, Ben. I'm not going to lie. Yeah, Elite's been really fun. We had some really fun games of Blood on the Clock Tower on Sunday as well, where I terrorized my pals as per usual. But yeah, that was some good stuff. That's me for the week. Really, video games, little bit of fart arsing around. I did a little bit of fart arsing around town for not a lot of reason. A little bit of shopping. Yeah. We're considering painting. We've lived in this house 7 years. We're now considering decorating. So we've been to some DIY shops, and we went to B&Q and bought loads of those. But picked up loads of those little like tiny not but the pots, but the little cards with all the colours on, and they're being like moved around rooms at the moment, and decisions being made. I also put a new backdrop up for myself, which is one of those foam board backdrops. So now I feel like when I'm in on my streaming setup, I'm in like sound isolation, which is really fun. But yeah, that's where I am. I think it's longer than 7 years actually that we've been here, but I think 7 years is a good shout. I'm just thinking about the amount of times we've renewed our mortgage and what that means. Anyway, that's me.
Lovely, fantastic. Right, moving on. Alec.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah, I can't remember back last week, but I had a good weekend. So Saturday night, a bunch of us who've been sort of the sort of racetrack building team for DW3, I guess, we all appeared on Commander Golga Funkin's live stream. I think he's got another name on YouTube, but it's a good streamer actually. He had really good questions, so we were chatting for like a good 2.5 hours about racing and ship builds and how we, ED Copilot. He had Razafrag on with us to talk about ED Copilot, and Greaves, who's been building loads of tracks, and VR247, and me and a bunch of others. So yeah, it's a really fun chat actually. Saturday night. I should probably put the link to that in the show notes. My sister-in-law ran the London Marathon, which was really interesting actually. Yeah, she so it's really cool. I assume that every single runner has, I guess they get a bib, and I guess the bib is fitted with a tracker, because you download their app and you put their runner number into the app, and you get a live map that updates. And there was something about that, I think she took like 5.5 hours or something, and we were obviously doing other stuff during the day, having lunch, and nipped out and came back, and we just sort of check on the app occasionally. And just to see this little dot, like every time you check the map, it was just moving. It just really gave this sense of my sister-in-law just pounding around London for 5.5 hours. It's quite something actually. I don't think I'd ever really got such a good sense of it before, until you sort of watch something like that. Yeah, quite a thing. My history podcast continues, so I've moved on from having done Islamic fundamentalism and the Ku Klux Klan. I've turned to something lighter, and I'm now learning the history of the samurai, which is fascinating stuff again.
Yes.
Yeah, really, surprising. It's interesting, like, you sort of base all the, like, I'd never really realized this before, but even Darth Vader's helmet is based on a samurai helmet, and obviously the whole Jedi thing is, based
very
on
Eastern influenced, yes.
Based on the kind of Bushido law, but it's It's fascinating. In-game usual DW3 race meetup, which is an absolute hoot as always. So we had some. Oh, we had a crazy we had a crazy ship race. I didn't have much time for the ship race, but we have to sort of obviously we just have to do what we can with the waypoints that they've chosen. They haven't chosen the waypoints for racing, so we have to jump ahead, see where they are, and try and think what we can do with them. And there was no real canyons for this one. So we had this crazy race that involved sort of racing up each side of the mountain and then zooming up to 5 kilometers and then flipping and coming down and racing down the next side of the mountain. And so it was called the Starship Fountain or something. And that was quite something to see, loads of people doing that live, these ships just zooming up and down the side of this mountain all weekend. So it's it's been fantastic, coming to an end soon.
I know.
Yeah, and now we've just raced ahead to the next waypoint, which has got Guardian sites, which is so weird after all this time in deep space, where the thought of any kind of structures seems inconceivable, and then you suddenly land at a waypoint and there's structures there. It comes as quite a shock to the system after all this time out in the black. Good stuff.
Excellent. Okay, Ben.
What have I been up to? Okay, I guess the highlight of my week was Owlcat released the demo of their Expanse game Osiris Reborn.
Totally forgot about that.
Which was basically, it was like one level or one mission in their game. Now, I know other people did it quicker. It took me about an hour and a bit to do it. But I was kind of exploring. I loved it. I thought they did a great job. Yes, there were some rough edges, but overall I loved it. Then that's really been me for gaming. I mean, I've done little bits of Minecraft, little bits of RimWorld. Not really been in Elite this week, or the last week, I should say. Not really been in Star Citizen. Did a tiny bit of Pokemon. But yeah, that's really been about me for gaming. And real life has actually been very, very quiet the last week as well. I think the highlight of my week was probably cycling off to Tesco or something. So yeah, that's basically been my week. How's your week been, Colin? Anything more exciting than cycling to Tesco?
Well, yeah. I mean, it's my son's 19th birthday happened, yeah. So, him and a few friends all came round and decided to use our hot tub. So,
okay.
Yes. Yeah. And
you might want to get that disinfected.
Yeah, we've had to change the filter. Best to do that. Yeah, so we've still got a load of beer left over actually. So yeah, he's had his girlfriend visit from Ireland, which was nice. Ironically, for a present, she decided that she was going to surprise me with an Elite themed mug. So you can just imagine my surprise that when she turned up and handed over a Hutton mug to me, not knowing what one was.
That's amazing.
Yeah, she thought, I know, I'll go and get. I know that my boyfriend's dad is into this computer game. I will look something up on the internet and bring it to him to a surprise. And I now have a Hutton mug, which I thought
that's so sweet. Isn't that so thoughtful? I love that so much.
Yes. So yeah. So if Evie is listening, yes, there you go. Thank you for the Hutton mug. And of course, Gregory has now finished painting all of the Mass Effect figures. So I now have a fully purple proper tally, which is absolutely fantastic. And yeah, I'm playing Mass Effect 2 at the moment, having completed Mass Effect 1, getting to 55th level. Yay. And of course, with things that have been happening this week in Elite, I have been flying around in a ship which we will discuss later. So yeah, that's me for this week. So let's open this Pandora's box, because today Phase 2 has arrived. We have, well, kind of. We have the new Lynx Highliner medium passenger hauler vessel, which has arrived today. Now, we also know that on last Wednesday, they announced details of operations and that it has been delayed till June. We will discuss this in a future episode because there's so much to discuss.
There's so much Cole. There's so much to discuss now, so we need to make it pad out for a few episodes until we get. We need to make this last until June, lads. This is what we're saying.
Yeah.
Be prepared for a question of the week about every single operation that is talked about.
Yes. So, we've had some additional details about operations, but they did admit that, unfortunately, it's going to be delayed till June. They didn't, they said they wanted to make sure it works. This has gone down reasonably well with the community. There is the usual complainers of, they said April, blah, 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 blah. But I think everybody is now thinking back to Odyssey and thinking, yeah, good idea, just wait until it's ready. We don't want an Odyssey-like repeat.
Yeah, I've seen almost surprisingly positive reaction to that original announcement. I thought, people are going to be pissed about the delay, but no, everyone was just super stoked about the free ship.
Yeah, I mean, I must admit, I was there with the popcorn all ready to go.
Yeah, me too.
No, everyone was understanding and
I know. What the hell's happened
chill.
to your elite community, honestly?
They'll do many things for
We've
a
all
free
gone
ship.
soft.
However, there was one thing that they did say, which I think took the sting out of this a bit. Everybody now has access to at least one version of the Lynx Highliner. I have to be very careful here because I keep on going Highlander, but that's a different thing altogether.
Every single time I write it, I go to write Lynx Highlighter, and I have to back my way out of it every single time. And I've written scripts about this ship over the last couple of days, and every single time I read it, it's a highlighter. But I've never said it wrong. It's weird.
Yeah, I know. I am. Because I've been following the production of a certain film, which is being filmed in the Highlands at the moment, it's a little bit going, trying to get my tongue to say the right thing.
It can be only one.
Yeah.
Africa.
Mm-hmm. Right. Now, what does this mean? Well, it's a medium passenger hauler. I must admit, I looked at this and thought that's War Rocket Ajax when I first saw it. And let's be honest, I looked at that and went, from a certain angle, that is Dr. Evil's rocket. But as far as the rest of it's concerned, you have one large hardpoint, 4 medium hardpoints, a size 5 power plant, size 6 thrusters, size 5 FSD, size 6 life support, size 5 power distributor, size 3 sensors, and a size 5 fuel tanks. And then you have these phenomenal 3 times size 6 optionals, but 2 of them are passenger compartments, 2 size 5, 2 size 4, 1 size 3, 1 size 2, 1 size 1. And these passenger compartments include the new Mark II passenger cabins, which are both business class and economy. Now, did anybody else get the kind of Ryanair feel about these Mark IIs?
There's a green one as well. There's a green one that's perfect. There's also I'm jumping ahead of myself as far as like skins that come with it, but another skin that came with it is bright orange as well. So you can go EasyJet and you can go Ryanair if you want to. I think there might be an option for Spirit Airlines as well for our friends across the pond.
Yellow. Is it yellow?
I think so. I'm not sure what Spirit is. So, but people in chat today were talking about it being yellow and it being Spirit Airlines. So.
Yeah,
I have seen memes.
Well, we'll just quickly go around the crew. Is first of all, have you flown it?
Mm-hmm.
And B, what do you think to it? So we will start with Psyche. You've obviously played it today.
I have. I played it last week as well. On paper, I was excited about it. On paper, I was like, excited, but with a caveat of I'm not sure what to make of this because what I need is Burning Stations to come back. And I think that was quite a common theme was surely when you have a ship that is this clearly designed for this gameplay loop, surely we should be getting something along those lines. And I was really hoping it wasn't restricted to an operations gameplay loop. Today, my prayers with regard to that have obviously been answered, and I'm a very happy bunny with regard to it. But it's a really nice ship to fly. Is my biggest takeaway from it. It's a really fun, nice ship to fly. I don't have any big problems with it, with any of the controls or things along those lines, which is sometimes something that can happen with me because of Megami hands and those kind of things. Like I can't fly a Kestrel very long because it's so twitchy and so movie that I just have to switch to a Corvette if I want to get into a combat situation. But this is exactly what I wanted. It's something that I can go and do station rescues in, and I can just yap while I'm doing it. There's a sort of not a lethargy, but like a nice calming way means by which I play Elite, and a lot of it is how can I make this as easy for me as possible. And I'm more than aware that I play this game because it's a vibe and I enjoy just being able to chat while I'm playing it. I will say I was frustrated that on the original document where they told us like all the optional internals and that nonsense, like on the thing that they posted last week where they told us the optional internals and they didn't mention utility mounts. Please mention utility mounts going forward, Frontier. And they also didn't mention that 2 of the size 6s and the size 5 was locked. So that was just a frustration from my end because I'd already written the video and the video had been edited and it was out. And then I found out logging into the preview server that it was locked. But all in all, it was a really nice ship, but I couldn't figure out what I was going to end up doing with it, so I didn't think it was going to be added to my fleet. That said, now it's added to my fleet because it's got a purpose. It's beautiful, and also the walking up the ramp to get to the spots. Yes, it's gimmicky. Yes, it's gimmicky. Yes, I find it very funny that the first ship to have 2 entrances is a medium when the Corvette and the Anaconda are right there. But it's just really nice. I don't think it's leading on to anything, but if it does lead on to a situation where we as commanders have to walk to the top of the ramp to find those circles, I'm fine with that too.
Excellent.
And with some of the other changes, maybe that's the case too.
Oh, excellent. Okay, Alec, have you had a chance to?
Yeah, very briefly. I'll tell you why in a minute.
Okay.
But yeah. So those entrances, I can't explain it, but it feels more than a gimmick. It just makes such a difference. I read people going, I've never been a person that's banged on about ship interiors. I've never really wanted it, and I still sort of don't in the big, in big scale ship interiors. But just being able to walk up the ramp somehow is so. And what I now think is, the ships that have ladders that you can walk up, like the Mandalay and I guess the Type 11. I think all the recent ships you've been able to walk up the ramp. You just think, why didn't they put the Polo circle at the top of the ramp? The
or like a little foyer or something.
Well, you see, yeah, it's funny you should mention that.
But just walk up the ramp to the blue circle. The links makes it.
Why have a blue circle? Why not just have a button that says "press here to open"?
But
you don't even need a blue circle.
Well, I mean, one of the things I always thought on Odyssey was when they mentioned the Neil Armstrong moment was that I was there thinking, okay, so that means we get up out of our seat and then we're in a foyer, the doors open, you walk down your ramp or down the lift, and then you step out onto the planet. That is what I expected to be a Neil Armstrong moment. And when you just had the blue circle right at the bottom of the ramp instead,
Yeah, it was a
that
joke. I mean, the blue circle was a joke. As in,
Yeah.
everyone just laughed and went, "You've got to be kidding."
Yeah, I mean,
and
I
that, yeah,
I
It was a
understand
joke, but
why.
it isn't funny.
yeah,
I understand why, because if you check half of the ramps that are going up there, they're not on the right scale for your
no,
commander.
Yeah.
They'd have to have gone and remodeled every single ship in order to do that ramp. I don't think they had the time.
no.
And then on
Anyway,
top
it
of
is.
that,
Yeah,
yeah,
sorry. It is great though. It is great, and I love that you can get on the front and the back. And yes, so I tested the ship for all of 10 minutes this morning because I'm so rushed doing other things. So my 10 minutes consisted of basically throwing an SRV hanger on it. Incidentally, and I guess Claire will know this. Do you find it slightly underpowered? So what did I do? I stripped off the weapons, I think, because I wasn't interested. I threw on a passenger bay, so I guess I threw out one of the passenger cabins so I could stick an SRV bay on it, and I didn't have enough power to run the thing. I had to I had to
No,
I had to upgrade I had to engineer my power plant to get enough
I
power
no,
to
I
run my.
didn't know it. I didn't notice anything along those lines. Mine's absolutely fine. Mine's got
Okay.
like half a tank.
Yeah.
That's not the
Okay.
word, but
Maybe mine
it's like
was.
half the line left. Maybe I don't know. I don't know what
Maybe
to
mine was
suggest with
screwed.
that.
Maybe mine was screwed up somehow. But I hardly had anything on it apart from SRVs. It ran out of power, so I had to engineer the power plant. Anyway.
I'll have a look at mine again. I didn't put an SRV in mine, so I don't know whether that's
Are they notoriously power hungry?
not that I'm aware.
I
Anyway,
had
and the reason.
I
Anyway.
I had the same problem as Alec. I was just going to say, but
Did
we'll
you?
come to that. Yeah,
Interesting.
you're not alone,
So
Alec.
the reason I did that is because I wanted to see if I could drive an SRV up the ramp and into the little alcove. And no, you can't. It's
Of
way
course you
too big.
did.
I thought people would want me to do that bit of science, but no, it's way too big. What is interesting is if you stand in the little alcove and then dismiss the ship, you fall straight through the bottom of the ship. Unfortunately, you don't go into space.
Oh, damn! We knew it was too good to be true.
I expected to die, to be honest, but no, you just fall straight through the bottom. Science done. Yeah, it handles nicely too, doesn't it? Surprisingly
It's
nicely,
really
I thought.
nice. Yeah, it's really
Okay.
nice. It's got like it when it boosts. Not talking about the ding, but when it boosts, it like and you're looking at it from the outside, the back like the back thrusters sort of push out slightly
Yeah,
as well. It's got a really
yeah.
nice little animation with it. That I haven't noticed on another one like that before. It's just these little touches, isn't it?
Yeah, I
Mm,
believe
mm.
the other thing I was going to say is I haven't had a chance to test this because it did. I didn't have time, but I believe when you go out on foot, so from your seated position in the cockpit when you choose to go out on foot, when you disembark, you end up in the little alcove, and then you can choose to turn left or right to go down one of the
Mhm.
ramps. I believe what's in front of you is your front decal.
I can
Yes.
So
confirm that I saw that when I got in.
excellent. So I'm greatly looking forward to putting the Buckyball Racing Club's decal right in
Nice.
front of you when you
I,
disembark.
It also has a really nice talking about design things of it. If you jumped like on and around it and had a good look at it, the you can look through the windows. It's not a brilliant render on the inside of the windows, but you can look through the windows and it's on a slight parallax. So when you move around, it actually does look like
Nice.
you're looking through the windows at
I think you've
areas.
got that in the Imperial.
Well, it's on this
the
one
large
as well.
Imperial. Yeah. Yeah, I think you got that. I'm sure you got that on the large Imperial, and I think it might be on the Anaconda.
Yeah, quite possibly. It's just one that I specifically went to see and check, and it's just a really nice effect.
That is, it's a lovely effect.
Yeah. So Ben, have you had a chance to try it?
I am literally trying it for the first time now.
Oh, excellent.
And yeah, I'm about to go land. As I said to Alec, I did see my front decal, so I've got the founder decal as my main one. And I got into the lobby and I saw that. That's about all I can say so far, because I've literally taken off, jumped to another system, and I'm about to land as we speak. And I just realized I'm not in the Caspian. I'm coming in at too steep an angle because I've been that used to flying it. One thing I heard from the birds video, that when we land, apparently the doors open after we finally land.
Yeah, I saw that.
I'm assuming they've done it because the bird said they did it. But that is a beautiful little feature, and it's something there's been sometimes when it's like, okay, yeah, that's great. What you've lowered the landing gear, and the ramp is down now. Why have you opened the ramp now when we're like 7 kilometers in the air? So I love that little feature. But that's about all I can say about it at the moment. Because that's as much as I've done.
Right. Well, okay. My impressions. Well, I was all for it until I sat in it.
Yeah.
And looked about and went, "This is an adder cockpit."
Colin, you've got to get over it, mate.
It's an adder.
It's an adder cockpit. Yeah. But yes, I'm dealing with it because it doesn't fly like an adder, which is good. I do have to say I didn't think it was that maneuverable when I had everything all A-rated, but it's maneuverable enough, if you see what I mean. And yeah, I'd put all the guns on it and all the McGubbins in the utility slots, and found that I was running out of power left, right, and centre. So yeah, I've got to look into that. Yeah, I was flying around with during my stream on Sunday, to which we discovered you can do a lap of going up and down the gangways, go at the back and go around at the front in about 21 seconds. So yeah, we could do laps around there at 21 seconds. Yes, and I must admit, I that for me, although it is gimmicky, that just makes this ship for me. It really does. So I will say that I wasn't that impressed when I first got hold of it, but then this is the first time I've ever done passenger missions ever since they were launched. So I got into doing
the rescuing ones and everything like that.
Oh no, I've done the rescuing ones, but no genuine passenger missions.
Oh, okay, like
never done them. Yeah, never done them. So I decided to do a couple of those in test.
Yeah.
Thoroughly enjoyed them. I thought, right, okay, I'm going to probably be doing this for quite a while until something comes along that says, right, use your links for something specific. And then, well, as we'll find out later, something specific has turned up. So, yeah, overall, the community has reacted very positively, I think, to this ship. I don't think I've seen many people complain about it, which was good. Yeah.
How much can they complain about a ship that's literally a passenger ship and everyone gets one for free?
Well, that's the other thing, isn't it? Because
we genuinely lost Colin. Then he dropped out of the call. So we're never going to see. We're never going to see because why or anything.
I will fill in just while Colin's talking. I forgot to mention that. Yeah, the cockpit. Do you know? I don't mind off-center cockpits, but there's something about there's like a structure that you can't see through that's sort of up and to the right of where your head is. Which feels quite. I suppose it's maybe because I play with head look. I don't know what it's like in VR and whether it feels close or not. But certainly with head look, I feel like I'm I'm sort of under this awning that I really want to look past.
I will say the roll cage thing. the roll cage thing on there, it is, you can see it out the side window as well on the right. And another thing, while we're on the way it looks in the cockpit, I'm not precious, but I've called mine Danger Bus, which is 10 figures.
Yeah.
And those 10 figures, Danger Bus would have been great had they been in bobbleheads on anything else. But the first and the 10th bobblehead are super offset in comparison to everything else. So it's just got danger exclamation mark written in the middle of it, and then just some random ones on the side.
High voltage?
Sorry? No.
Danger high voltage.
Don't have the space for it. Just my normal snowflake and skull. But it was like it was an Anjaboo for a while. it was a lovely Anjaboo. Yeah, it's a fun little ship to fly. It's just fun. It's silly and fun and irreverent. I do think it's. Had it been for ARX and this CG, I know we're going to get to it in a bit, but had it been for ARX and this CG have come up, we'd be in a very, very different situation. Maybe now. What do you think?
Yeah, I see what you're saying. It's yet another. Well, I don't know. I think we've got used to the idea that there's going to be a CG that's going to exploit its best features. And what's the reward for the CG? I haven't paid that much attention because I'm not in the bubble.
There's it's a decal on the skin.
Has it got a 75%er?
I've got no idea. I haven't even looked. Well, we'll get to that. We'll get to that a little bit later in the show. Welcome back, Colin.
Yeah, I don't know what happened there. I just dropped out. I was trying to interrupt you halfway through, Psyche, and that's going, everyone's ignoring me. How rude. Yeah. So I don't know where I dropped off on the whole situation.
It's because, and then we stopped talking.
Right. Well, I've lost the thread of it now anyway. But it has gone down very well with the community, and getting it for free is definitely a bonus, 100%. I think. Right. That's not all, though. Of course, we've had patch notes, which is good. The thing is about the patch notes is mostly seems to be sound effects and on-foot sound effects, which are getting the love with this. So if your ears need help with on-foot stuff, then your guns will sound slightly different. And I must admit, they've done something which I really do appreciate, is that they've turned down the volume of your footsteps.
Oh, that's good, because they were a bit high.
The footsteps and your breathing, isn't it? It wasn't breathing in there.
Yeah, because I must admit, if people had been listening to my commander jumping about on top of those lily pads, use your own imagination. So yeah, it's I like the fact that they've gone and done those things. Of course, we're putting them through its paces at some point as we run around and see how
eventually
how things turn out. So
the other thing I will because we touched on it a little bit earlier, but the adjustment, I haven't looked at the even been in the cutter since they've changed it, but I've had so many people going, oh my god, it's incredible, and that's wild to me. That's such a small change.
Is that because they can now run up the stairs?
Because you can run up the stairs.
Right,
you don't have to jump up the stairs. I just thought that was wonderful, just how positive people were about such a small change and what a difference that can make.
Yeah. It's fun. I must admit, I feel like I've missed out on the passenger missions, and now I've got a ship to actually say, right, do passenger missions. Because the one problem that was there before was that you either had to have a small ship or you had to have a big ship. There was no in between ship, which I think was one of the reasons that put me off, to be honest. But yeah. So I'm going to hand over to Alec for this week's community news.
And now,
to the community coroner.
It's a dead game, innit, mate?
It's a very short community news this week, really, but and it's very heavily racing focused, so I do apologise, but there you go. Yeah, so as I mentioned in my sort of intro, I was on Golga Funkin's DW3 racing stream, which is called Elite Dangerous Episode 16, Throttle Therapy. And we'll include the link to that if you want to listen to people bantering on about racing for 2 hours. I enjoyed it. Your mileage may vary. And then speaking of that, so obviously Razafrag, who was on that show, developed ED Copilot and put the time trial stuff in that, and that's been pretty well documented. But then there's a bunch of different websites that have sort of turned up from other developers based around those time trials to do so you can do things like look at the leaderboards when you're not playing the game. It turns out the community spirit around these has really sort of grown, and people like I often when I'm at work I'll just be refreshing leaderboards to see what's going on. So I thought I'd just go through them quickly and in chronological order of when they were developed. So the first thing I think that popped up was a site from Stardust Brothers, which is it basically listed all the time trial courses by name, and then you could pick one. And what Stardust Brothers did is produce really beautifully illustrated maps of all the different time trial courses that we have around the bubble, which often involve waiting hours, days, or sometimes weeks, I think, for lighting to favour a good aerial screenshot, so that he had something to work with. But yeah, they're lovely course maps. They're sort of invaluable, really, for some of the quite complex bubble maps. So we'll include the link to Stardust Brothers' lovely site, and there's also course notes that just sort of give you a hint of what the course is like. Often links to demonstration videos and the leaderboards. And then the next site that came along was from Duck, who is one of the top SRV racers. And Duck produced a very beautiful and elegant website for looking at the leaderboards, which has a really nice feature of colouring each of the different time trials in a way that shows you. I think there's like a sort of golden colour for races that have had activity in the last hour, day. I should know this, but anyway, very recent activity. And then they sort of fade to pink when the activity is like a day old, and then blue when it's a couple of days old, which means you can tell at a glance which the leaderboards kind of light up, and you can see which leaderboards have had recent activity. And it shows who that activity was from, and it shows your current position. And I don't know, it's really nice. I really like the aesthetics of Duck's leaderboard site, so we'll include the link to that one. And then Duck went on to develop something really quite brilliant. So a time trial race is basically a file with a list of coordinates in it. And those coordinates can either represent circles, which are gates that you have to hit, so a circle and a radius, or they're a line, so there's a pair of coordinates, and that effectively represents a line gate. And what Duck has managed to do is pull that race definition and render it in, I don't know what he's using, OpenGL or something, but into a 3D model. So there's a website, and you can load up the race definition and then spin it around in 3D and zoom in and out and see what the layout of the gates looks like, which is super cool. Obviously, it doesn't do textures, and it doesn't put the planet surface on or the mountains on. It's just it's just the gates on a black background, but it's very slick. And then beyond that, what happened is that Razafrag revealed that actually, as you drive around these courses, it's logging the coordinates, so he has the complete trail that you've taken. So Duck incorporated that as well. So you can actually now do a run around one of these racetracks and then see how close you clipped to the corners of certain gates and things, and what path you took, which is turning out to be a beautiful way of improving times, and particularly for the developers of the race courses as well. You can sort of see where you've put the gates and how wide they need to be and that kind of thing. So it's super cool. And then the last site I wanted to shout out, which has been developed really recently during DW3, which is kind of what promoted me to do this, is from Vladigor. And it's kind of an all singing, all dancing leaderboard site. He just keeps adding new features to it every day. He's sort of super enthused by the DW3 racing activity and just wanted to give something back. And it's a wonderful site. So again, it's got the leaderboards, but it's got all sorts of graphs and statistics, and it's got a list of suggestions which are like which races are you closest to overtaking somebody in terms of your time. So where's the best place to go and try and improve your standings on a leaderboard. It's got trophies. It's got a really funny section that lists all the people that have stolen your gold, silver, and bronze medals from you, and with funny little sort of quotes from Gollum, and I don't know. It's really good. It's a wonderful site. It's jam packed with features. Right, that's enough of this racing nonsense. But I just wanted to give those a shout because they're fantastic. There's a new blog by Nicey, which is doing what we're doing tonight, which is massacres, megaships, and station rescues, and it's just going over the update and obviously the new ship and what's coming in the update with operations and stuff. His notes say Frontier just dropped a new devlog about operations.
Night is a she.
Thank you. Did I say he? I'm terrible.
You did.
And there's a lot to unpack, so join me as I try not to get overexcited. Right, two other things to mention. DW3, for those that are on it, have announced that they're going to do a Speed Bowl event this Saturday, which is quite exciting. So people might remember Speed Bowl from many years ago. These sort of events where you start at high altitude and then you flight assist off and you sort of fall with style, basically using your up thruster to constantly holding up thrust and just this nice glide angle, and you basically just keep accelerating indefinitely, and then try not to hit the ground at 3,000 meters a second. So that will be fun, and the information about that is in the FleetCom Discord. And then lastly, I'm going to hand over to Ben, and I feel
It's
rather
your
bad
fault.
about this. I know, but I think you should speak to what you've done.
Yeah,
Why I made you do.
I honestly can't remember if this is during the show or after the show when we sometimes hang around and have a bit of a natter. But we were talking about Galnet news and basically linking from one story to another and how it's all connected and shit like that, which kind of got me thinking. And I was like, you know what would be really kind of cool would be if I could go off and make just make a word cloud for it or something. Just to, because they're always pretty. And I was like, okay, well, I'll go and do that. And the next thing I realized, I was like, okay, I can't do this as easy as I want. And then the next thing I realized, it was about 3 a.m. But yeah, there's I find maybe anyone in the show can actually help us out here. Does anyone know if there's a working, comprehensive RSS feed out there?
Almost entirely not.
The best I found was Drinky Bird, because they've got an awesome database.
Yeah,
but they only do 10. They only have 10 items in their in their RSS feed.
No, it's Drinky Bird's probably your closest.
Yeah.
You should have done them. You missed a trick by not using the Galnet logo and doing the Lave Radio logo instead. You should have done the Galnet.
Give me 2 minutes and I can make you a Galnet.
Mate, trust me by how little fucks I give. But you missed a trick. I'm just saying.
I used the logo that I had on hand.
That's fair.
And I had in a relatively decent scale as well. I was surprised that there isn't a decent RSS feed that I could find with about half an hour of searching. And I feel really bad because I hate scrapers. And I wind up having to write a scraper for not just Elite's Galnet thing, but Elite's old Galnet thing for the community that was on their community site, and I much love to Inara. If you want me to stop, I will do it. I also had to look at Inara for some things, because eventually Elite just give up the ghost, and are like, hold our beer. Yeah, Inara has even more data than Elite has, and that just grr.
I'm actually more triggered by the giant capital S, Ben, which suggests to me that you're treating apostrophes as white space.
Oh, yeah, no, you're right. Oh no.
It might well be. I don't know how it's doing.
Oh no. I was like, I've literally been sat here racking my brains going, why is there just a capital S on its own? And no, you're right. You're 100% right.
I can fix again. That's another thing I can easily fix. Yeah, I mean,
it does look quite impressive, Ben, actually.
Yeah, it's all very quick and dirty. But yes, S in chat. But hey, it gave you, I had some fun and things like that. And this is the first time I've actually written a scraper, because I just hate the bloody things, because they are nasty, they are horrible. They can, when written naughtily, do essentially denial of service a site.
Yes, I know that, because our company wrote a scraper that broke the tax department.
Oh, Jesus.
They were not happy. They were not happy with our company.
I bet they weren't.
I just point out that I was not responsible for that.
Yeah, I bet they were. There's like, and I mean, it is being legit. It is such a balancing act, because it's like, I ain't got all night. I don't want to sort of go and do one query a minute when I've got to essentially click on here, click 3 times to get to the bloody article, and then I can finally get the data. So that sucks. But equally, I don't want to go and, I don't want to go and spam the bastards either. But yeah, it was all good fun, and I hope I've reached decent compromises, and I hope I've not pissed anyone off too much. Nicey did suggest that, why don't I go and do an RSS feed? I was like, yeah, that sounds like too much of a commitment.
Ah, dear.
And I do technically have the data.
Yeah, you could do it yourself.
Yeah.
Anyway, apparently all that nonsense is my fault, so I do apologize.
Yes, it is all your fault.
And that's the community corner.
I don't know. You set them off, and that's like, before you know it, you've got a whole cloud of words in front of you. Right. Yep. So if you have a community event taking place soon and you'd like us to shout about it across the airways, tweet the crew at Lave Radio, email us at info@laveradio.com, drop us a message on the Blue Sky, or drop your suggestion into the community corner channel on our Discord. Otherwise, Alex will hunt you down. In-game events. What has been happening this week? Well, surprisingly, quite a lot. First up, on the 23rd of April, 3312, there has been coordinated raids hit across outposts all across the core systems. Yeah, it seems that this new mercenary group has turned up, and they are very good at what they do. No single faction has issued a statement to claim responsibility for these attacks. Underground sources claim a rogue pirate strategist has united a coalition of pirate ships and so forth, but nobody has really come forward and said, "Oh, we're doing it." Although there has been a twin axe motif disrupting security networks across during the raids. That's believed to be their calling card. Take notes, folk. This will come important later.
You know what? Reading that on Friday when I'd got my hands on the links and we were flying on the links, I then sort of was like, hang on, wait. They're talking about outpost raids. Could it possibly be that this is genuinely signal boosting something? And I spent the whole weekend so excited about the possibility. So I'm glad that they did this in the sort of prep, because it could have been this could have been a hey, look what's coming with operations, couldn't it?
Well,
yeah.
I thought it was actually going to be that this is them laying the groundwork for
Yeah.
operations, but then obviously when they got delayed, I thought, oh, okay.
So why did they? Why if operations was going to be laid, why did they still include that Galnet going out? And it was like trying to make those things go together. It was a proper like, oh my god, maybe it is going to happen.
Yeah,
very exciting.
Yeah, because you will actually believe it. The amount of talk on the forums, or especially over the last month or so, of what I really miss. I miss station rescues. That seemed to be a theme that's been happening. It's one of the things left over from the Thargoid War was, it's a pity that we don't have station rescues anymore. And then lo and behold, well, first of all, 26th of April, Distant Worlds 3 Expedition enters the Empyrean Straits. Yep, this is now the flotilla being bound for waypoint 13. We've talked about this before, so we will move straight on to the two biggies that have happened today. First of all, the Zog and Peterson presents the Lynx Highlighter. So yeah, we've talked about that. Go get your highliner because you'll need it, because criminal attacks trigger evacuation efforts in Le Mans. So yes, the station rescues are back.
Did you see how in the Zorgan Peterson presents? No, in the following one, the Le Mans, the attacks, the criminal attacks in Le Mans, they've actually put an in-law reason for why they've released it early.
Yes,
which is really cute and really cool. We've accelerated the shipyard release of the new Lynx Highlighter to assist with any evac efforts. So it's got an in-game reason, which they didn't need to do, but it's really neat.
Yeah. We've been given no motive for the attacks and the situation remains serious. Help is needed to evacuate those still trapped and ensure all hostiles are driven out of the system. Pilots willing to assist should register immediately at Ryman Enterprise in Le Mans. So, there we have it. We now have a full-on CG rescuing people again, which, to tell the truth, I'm really looking forward to doing it because I think this ship is going to be perfect for it. I mean, I used to fly in with a T9 with tons and tons of economy class just to get people out before because I didn't have any of the liners. But yeah, this is going to be a good one.
It's different. It's different now to what it was, and I'm not going to say too much, but the way that it's built is a bit like the combat CG that we had not too long ago, where it was the max monetary reward from the combat CG would be the thing that counts towards your CG contribution. So you take the mission and then you literally take the mission to rescue someone and then go and deliver them to the spot on the mission. The highest amount of passengers I've seen in one mission so far is 215.
Oh, is available in the mission, yeah.
No. A single mission is to rescue 215 passengers.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
So previously that was like your maximum would probably be about 30, something like that.
Yeah, right. So well suited.
Well, the only ship that could possibly handle it would be the Lynx.
Yeah. If only there were a ship available, eh?
If only there were a ship available. If there wasn't a ship that was available for if the ship hadn't been available for free and it had just gone out for credits, we are BRCs only. We might be singing a different story right now.
Yes, that is an interesting point.
The tone of this show would be dramatically different.
You only need one contribution to get the reward, so there's nothing to win, even if you could pay to win.
True.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there are other freighters, liners available that will still be able to get you to do the job. But I must admit, one of the things that the other liners don't have is a proper SCO drive, and it makes a world of difference. Because when I was doing those passenger missions,
are available.
yeah, when I was doing those passenger missions before, over the weekend, I was normally doing sort of like 30,000 to 50,000 light years in a trip, like seconds rather, from the star to the station. I always seem to choose the stations which are the furthest distance away. If I was doing that with the old class frame shift drive, I couldn't do it. So yeah.
Can
There's
I just
also-
cycle back to something, Colin?
Certainly.
It's just the association of these rescue missions with the galnets that have been building up about the attacks from this new mystery group.
Mm-hmm.
My only slight concern for that is that the mystery group is a storyline, which is building.
Yes.
And in a way, it's great that the rescue missions are back, but I'm slightly nervous that they're tied to this storyline, because what happens when this storyline finishes? I'd be much happier if station rescue missions just happened as part of the BGS because of terrorist attacks, because then they would be here to stay. The fact that they're tied into the story worries me slightly.
all of the factions who own I'm as far as I'm aware, all of the factions who own stations that are currently on fire in that system are under the BGS state. I think it is Pirate Attack.
Oh, okay.
So that in and of itself, we get an introduction of these things coming back into the game, but I don't see any reason why they wouldn't then subsequently be able to, because Pirate Attack, if I'm not incredibly mistaken, I think Pirate Attack is just one of those random things that trigger. So if it triggers when security goes down a little bit lower, or there's a dip in a security state of a system, and then Pirate Attack happens, I don't, or there's more of a chance of Pirate Attack happening, I'd love to see Frontier find a way to automate this and bring this back into like everyday life and include it in colonization, because now correct me if I'm wrong, that passenger missions are now working in colonized systems as well. So
I didn't realize they weren't.
I think that's the case. I saw somebody say that the other earlier today as well, that passenger missions are now available in colonization systems. Whether that they have been before, my apologies, I've not really looked for them. But if that's something that's new or something that's changed, then it's a possibility that this could be just an extra BGS state, and that's the way it will be going forward. If that is the thing that happens. I know I've been delivering passengers to colonized systems, which is new.
Yeah.
So, like on some of these rescue things, like what some of the places where they've wanted to go have been a colonized system as opposed to one that wasn't. So I hope so. I think maybe the Galnets are like introductory. My hope is that the Galnets are introductory, and then this just becomes something that fits in line and means that we can use the links more often, because it's where it shines.
Yeah, I mean, I must admit there is quite a few gameplay loops that could be linked into the BGS, and I'm kind of hoping that will be, after operations is out the way, will be linked in at a later point as well. So yeah, hopefully these scenarios which have kind of fallen out of favor or need just need a quick pass over will come back into the game, because that things like these station rescues, I think, have been missed, and they are fantastic especially when you get a first-time person seeing this happen. As you have
genuinely my favorite gameplay loop.
Really?
Yeah, it's 100% my favorite gameplay loop. This is why I'm so excited about it. We back in the Thargoid War, when I'd have people like fighting all around, and I'd just be pootling along. I used a Corvette for it. It was called Burning Peasant Smell. But I would pootle along, take out all my burning peasants, and then deliver them away. I bloody love this loop. It's such a stunning, relaxing gameplay loop. Yes, I know the station's on fire. Yes, I know your ATC guy is frantic. But I genuinely got to one today for the first time, and I went, "Oh, I'm home. I'm back. This is like the elite that I loved. Like the actual terrifying state of a station being utterly burning on fire. This lovely."
Yeah, I mean, it was lovely until they introduced the what was it, the scythe.
Yeah,
and
the
then all of a
scythe can get to fuck.
Oh yeah.
yeah, and then, oh no, they're stealing all the people I just rescued. Because it was the glaive that was the other one. The glaive was the one I really hated, but the scythe, yeah, I did enjoy tangling with the scythe. It was just scooping up all my passengers again afterwards, which I got really annoyed with. Yes, so it's lovely to see this loop back in. Yeah, and I will be, of course, rescuing people, doing my intergalactic rescue bit, because yeah, that's what we want. Right. Let's go through the power play rankings. In 12th, we have Petraeus having gained 0 systems this week. In 11th, we have Torval, who has again gained 0 systems this week. In 10th, Delane has gained 3 systems, bringing his total up to 814. In 9th, Winters has gained 5 systems, bringing her total up to 1,062. In 8th, Antal gains 2 systems, bringing his total up to 1,257. In 7th, Archer gains 9 systems, bringing his total up to 1,294. In 6th, Kane gains 5 systems, bringing her total up to 1,384. And then in 5th place, Grom loses 15 systems. So his total drops down to 1,427. That means Kane's within striking distance of Grom at this rate. In 4th, we've got Lee Young Ruin gain 9 systems, bringing his total up to 1,761. While Emperor Arissa in 3rd loses 6 systems, so her total drops down to 1,881. In 2nd, Mahan gains 6 systems, bringing his total up to 2,011. And way out in front, in 1st place, Princess Aisling Duval. 7 new systems for her, bringing her total up to 2,512. And that's your power play rankings for this week.
Quite weak.
Yes. I'm a bit surprised that Grom took quite a hit, to be honest. And it does look like Kane is beginning to catch or beat her way up the rankings here, because didn't she start way down the 9th or something like that?
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah, so well, fair play to all you Kane players. You know who you are. Right. That brings us to that time of the week again.
Store alert!
In the bi-weekly newsletter, here come paint jobs for your art. In the bi-weekly newsletter, here come paint jobs for your art.
Well, does anybody want to take a guess at what is in the store this week?
Couldn't possibly guess.
Everything to do with that favourite Lynx Highliner that has arrived today. Yes, you've got your standard Lynx Highlander, which you can get for free from the store. You just go along to the store, claim it. That's it. It's yours. However, if you wanted something a little bit more interesting. You have the Lynx Highliner Stellar upgrade for 16,480 arcs. That's about £8. And finally, you have the Lynx Highlander Galactic upgrade at 43,840 arcs. That's about 22 pounds. So yes, you've got your standard your standard array of ships. And each of them comes with basically appropriate ship kits, and of course the Galactic comes with the holo kit. So yes, there's the Lynx Highlander Beacon.
I don't
yellow.
think it does, Colin.
Oh, I thought it did.
What are you asking? What's the question?
The Lynx Highlander Beacon yellow holo kit. I thought that was part of the Galactic.
It's part of the Galactic upgrade. Yeah, it's the top one.
Okay, so I was looking in my available holo kits, and it said I didn't have one.
They should be. They should be one. It does. Even on the page, it says you've got the Lynx Highlander Beacon yellow holo kit pack.
I'll go and double check in a bit when I go and land again. But
if you don't, it's definitely
it might be a bug.
It is supposed to have it. So
yeah. So if you haven't got it, Ben, double check. I must admit, when I was mucking about with the ship over the weekend, I had that running. I quite liked it, to be honest. We've got the ship kits themselves. You've got the Bulwark pack and the Stream ship kits. Those are both available for 16,800 arcs each.
They also both come with the Galactic upgrade. Both of those, I believe.
Yes. So basically, for the Galactic upgrade, you are saving about 5,000 arcs if you'd bought them all straight away. And we've got a lot of paint packs. We've got the Highliner Midnight Black, the Atheist.
Amethyst, still Amethyst, not Atheist. That's a very different. That's a very, very different ship.
Is a ship that doesn't believe in anything. You've got the Highlander Strato in purple, coral, and blue. And the Traversal, which is cyan, green, red, yellow. Grey and yellow. I do believe one of them, the red, if you mix it with the holo pack, it looks a bit like Gryffindor. So yes, if you want to arrive on your Firebolt 5000, then that's definitely the one for you.
Or counterpoint, what you can do instead, which I think is ultimately so much more better than that, rather than paying attention to anything that has any affiliation to that witch, you could dress it in a trans flag instead, which is infinitely better. Which I already have done. If you're looking for that, that's the Lynx Highliner Strato Coral, which is fucking glorious. And hopefully might be a nod for things that might be coming in June, because also the Strato Purple is the colours of the ace flag. But I'm not going to say anything along those lines because I'm too excited. But let's fucking go.
So plenty of selection there, all for your arcs. But of course, the highlight for the whole lot is that the standard one is free.
Yay!
Yay!
And remember, if you get something that is free, that'll give you a tangible credit balance bonus, because every rebuy will be cheaper.
Every rebuy will be cheaper. Also, even if you're thinking, oh, I'll just get it in game, or I'm not going to bother going onto the website and logging in and doing all of that bullshit. Yeah, okay, don't. But if you do get it, you get the Lynx Highliner decal. That's the only way. You get the decal for free by getting it with the arcs. Buying it for 0 arcs will give you the decal too.
Oh right, that'll give you the actual decal itself. Oh right, that's well highlighted. Yes.
It also, for what it's worth, it's also deployable rather than just there's the thing, which comes in handy. Like you can be anywhere, and like we can be out on DW3, and I can just deploy it. And hey presto, it's there. So deployable ships are quite handy occasionally.
So does that mean that everyone in Distant Worlds 3 will be coming back in a highlighter?
I haven't logged in, but I
There's been a
guarantee
lot of
you the mega ships are
Caspians.
surrounded by Lynx ships at the moment.
Yeah, it needs an Africa skin. It does.
Yeah, okay.
It can be only one.
Oh, that'll be the Highlander.
I know.
Yeah.
Well, did I just say Highlander by
No,
accident?
you didn't.
Again?
You said it a couple of
You
times.
have a few
You
times.
said it a few times. I think Kremen's on the floor now. He's had that many drinks.
There's a sweepstake running, Colin, but don't let it worry you.
Oh, for goodness sake. Right, okay, fair enough. Yes. Bye-bye, Kremen. It was nice knowing you. Alcoholic poisoning will get you eventually. Oh dear. I'm so sorry for actually causing someone to become an alcoholic. Right. Okay, let us move on. We're going to take a break for the moment, have some adverts, and then we'll come back with what everybody else seems to think about the Lynx highlight. Hyena.
Waiting for things to load. Waiting for things to load. Sitting in your chair, waiting for things to load. Waiting for the manifest to update. Playing old space games. Waiting for things to load. You just want to get out there and explore space. See the galaxy. Blaze your own trail. But you're in your chair, waiting for things to load. Wait no longer, Commander! Automated cargo drones will load cargo into your ship in no time. Automated cargo drones, available now in most starports.
Are you a commander who's tired of interstellar injustices? Do you find yourself constantly needing to express your displeasure? Look no further. Introducing the Manticore Pitchfork, crafted for the discerning commander who demands more than just a plasma gun to make their point. Made from ultra-durable, premium materials, these pitchforks are designed to handle even the most heated encounters with unruly aliens, malfunctioning droids, or pesky space pirates. Whether you're settling a dispute over asteroid mining rights or rioting about a non-compulsory feature, the Manticore Pitchfork has got you covered. With its sleek design and unbeatable durability, you'll be the envy of every commander in the galaxy. The Pitchfork will be in stores later this year, but if you cannot wait until then, you can get 3 months early access by visiting your nearest Frontline Solutions. Order today, and while stocks last, receive a free Displeasure Beacon. This lightweight handheld device combines all the functionality of a naked flame, but with 0 oxygen requirements. Now you can wield your torches in space, and even for a small fee, change their colour. The Manticore Pitchfork, when 280 characters aren't enough.
Simple elegance, pure style, inimitable glass, exquisite taste, a dash of opulence, wondrous flowing lines. This is more than a starship. At Gutenberg, we don't just design, we grasp a way of life. We forge dreams in every curve. Fly with a sense of distinction. Fly with a sense of elitism. You are the best. Stand out from the rest and bask for the Empire.
Right, welcome back. Okay, the question of the week then, Claire.
Yes, don't worry. We haven't neglected anything about operations, but it's a long time until June, so you're gonna have to bear with us with that. The question of the week, every Sunday, we ask a question. When we've got a show that's coming on the Tuesday, we ask a question about what your opinions or thoughts or any sort of things to do with the wonderful world of Elite Dangerous. Right, okay, and this question was, will you be adding a Lynx Highliner to your fleet, and what do you think of it? We ask those on Twitter, we ask them on Blue Sky, and we ask them on our Question of the Week channel on Discord every Sunday at around sort of between 12 and 2, which is coincidentally the same time that Chris Mark 4 does his Black Diamond FM on a Sunday. You can listen to it anywhere. You don't have to be in Midlothian. You might not understand the adverts, but you don't understand the adverts here anyway. But it's brilliant. You should listen to Chris because you have a lovely time, especially when he's not super hungover. Anyway, Alec, you start us off, mate.
Let's go. Fishtails USA says, yes, definitely adding one to my fleet. I only have a dolphin, having long since gotten rid of the beluga and orca. Just never liked them much. Looking forward to flying the new ship and hopefully saving lots of people from the burning stations. # Elite Dangerous. Dev will add.
Bear in mind, most of this is before today's update. There's only a couple that were added after today's update, so everyone has been primed.
Yeah, just like the stations were.
Hey!
I saw so many things with the announcement of the Highliner today that were like on Twitter and Blue Sky, people sort of saying, now we need is station rescues, and then like a minute later somebody else replying going, your wish has come true, mate.
I had a couple of people drop in chat going, oh, it's a shame that they've given us this ship and not let us do anything, not giving us any station rescues, and like 4 people responding to them going, you might want to log in.
Yeah.
Aladdin says, you're down by 1 wish.
Right. 80K250R, I'm going to go with that, says, needs a radio PA system so I can tune into Lave Radio while I taxi.
Fair.
Yeah, seems legit.
I'm not Commander Burr. Right, I will absolutely be getting one as my go-to passenger vessel. I really want to see burning stations in the open world make a return as well. However, it seems like such an easy win to bring those back.
You're right, Burr. You're right, mate. At least for me, it's a very easy
how
win.
How could it be, eh?
Well, apparently, pretty easy as far as a 458 gig update or wherever it was, 458 meg. Yeah, something. It was a tiny update.
It was actually.
Yeah. Commander Jarenstad says, I like it. One of the few ships that gives you a sense of its size, thanks to the details, and it might work well for the Robigo run. I'll get one to complement my Corsair, the leering shoebill, that carries almost as many passengers as a Python, but can jump straight from Robigo to Sothis. That's cool.
Yeah, cool. Commander Mad Dog says, I will be getting one. I'm very much hoping that burning station rescues will return as well. FDev missed the trick here. They should have brought a passenger vessel out last year with Trailblazers. There could have been a whole swathe of passenger transport missions to fill up all the new stations. Yeah, as Ben keeps asking, where are all these humans coming from?
That's one thing that I always asked. I always wondered, how the heck did we get so many humans to populate the galaxy? Surely in 1,000 years, we're not that busy.
I mean, it went up like exponentially overnight. Yeah. So unless there was something in the water, some kind of I'm losing my mind trying to think of what the cell splitting thing is.
Maybe
some kind of thing like that.
Maybe in order to, because a lot of the governments can be fairly draconian, so maybe in order to avoid overpopulation, you're only allowed to, basically 1 human in, 1 human out. every other babby goes into cryo storage, essentially.
Wow.
So maybe everybody's been decanted from cryo storage all of a sudden.
Okay, that's interesting. That's maybe that's what all the facilities around Sol are really for. There's all those installations that are just basically baby storage factories.
I don't feel quite as bad for my people soup anymore.
At least I was storing them, not turning them into solid green.
I just left them for too long. I'm so sorry.
People soup.
Right, what's S4 Steve
soup,
saying?
that's what it is.
S4 Steve. They're saying, love the burning stations with the Tharg War militant attacks. This is hopefully heralding a return of that scenario. So yes, I'll get one in anticipation.
Yes. Amazing, amazing, amazing.
Not much anticipation needed. Yeah, right, Commander Trinus Wolf. I will pick one up. Going to set it up as a rescue ship / bulk passenger carrier with the hope of burning stations making a comeback.
I'm seeing a theme here.
Now, if we were drinking for this, everyone will be twatted already.
I don't think I've got enough Jack Daniels in the house to cover all this.
Yeah, man. Oh my gosh. Chop Chop says, I'll pick it up because why not? Plus, its introduction might be a hint that it'll be useful soon. Passenger cabin is one of the things I've never tried in this game. I've seen a few people who have said that, and like evacs have not been something that they've ever done before, and getting like genuinely excited about it. And I'm so excited that people are being able to experience this again for the first time.
Yeah.
I just can't stop smiling about it.
It's very exciting, isn't it? I'm just thinking about it now, thinking this is very exciting. It's a shame I'm on DW3. Silas Resi says, I miss the Lynx bulk carrier.
I'm trying to find the Lynx bulk carrier, and I can't seem to find it. There's a Lion bulk carrier, but I can't seem to find a Lynx one.
It might be an Oolite ship.
Is the Lynx an old elite ship in any manner?
That's what I'm trying.
I didn't think it was.
I didn't
It
think
might
it
be
was.
from Oolite, because I remember something.
No, well, according to Frontier Astro, there isn't a Lynx. There is, however, a Lion
Lynx
bulk carrier.
Lynx bulk carrier Oolite. You're right.
Yeah, it is. It's Oolite.
There we go. Problem solved.
And even then, it's a plugin for Oolite. It's not even one of the defaults.
Okay.
So the more you know.
Do.
Right, Zoe. Zoe is saying, definitely going to get one the next time I'm in colonized space. Out on DW3 currently. No plans to engineer it currently. Keeping it like a stock mass-produced passenger ship. I'm going to put in a docking computer, super cruise assist, maybe the lowest rated D-rated shield generator I can. A fuel scoop, maybe an FSD booster, and then everything else would be economy class cabins. It really squeeze them in there. Might try to go for a rice ride number for passenger capacity. Depends on how the numbers work out.
Yeah, I can relate to that.
We can go for the EasyJet build.
Yeah, EasyJet Ryanair. That's it. That's what we're going for.
I may have screwed up my build considering the power issues I had and everything else, and also the fact that I took off my planetary landing suite, which I don't think people heard because it said it during the break. But yeah, the FSD booster, I had to do something annoying. What did I have to do that was annoying? I think I had to put it in a size 6 slot, even though it was only size 5, because the size 5s are all locked to passenger cabins or something.
There's only one size 5 that's locked to a passenger cabin.
Is there? Okay.
Yeah, there's only one of the two. I didn't even add an FSD booster.
Yeah, I didn't need to. I didn't go anywhere, so I don't know why I bothered, but it's just
Yeah.
happened.
Yeah, I considered it. I considered putting it in like even just like a 2 or something, just to up the range by what is that 4, something like that. If you
Jump range isn't brilliant, right? I seem to recall.
people have got it up to like 80s, but that is completely stripped down and nonsense. Mine's at like 35, something like that. But for the job that it does, it tends to be take from the burning station, and then the delivery station is within 10 light years.
Right.
So it doesn't need the massive jump range. Yeah, I think mine's mid 30s. I wouldn't be able to confirm without going in and looking at it, and yeah.
Oh, go on.
I think for some of the passenger missions can be jump 100 odd light years or
100%
like that. But yeah, these rescuing ones, aren't they basically just outside the station?
No, not just outside the station. As I said earlier, it's a full passenger mission. So you go and you land at a burning station. You take a mission, and that mission will give you the destination. So you load, for example, I take a mission for 215 passengers. They have a specific destination. I then fly out and plot to that system every single time I took one. It was a different system that I had to go to drop it off.
Like
it's not like you said you're taking it.
Ones.
Yeah, you're not taking them to a rescue ship.
Right.
It's just a single mission that goes out.
Gotcha.
Excellent. I just wanted to wave a question. As far as passenger missions are concerned, I know you can get passenger missions from the Odyssey settlements. Are there passenger missions to Odyssey settlements, or did that never go in?
I think we talked about this on a previous show. I'm not sure we know the answer.
Okay, question to the group there.
I don't know. I don't know either. I know I've gone to a colonized. I went to a colonized Coriolis with passengers earlier, but that's not the question that you're asking. I haven't seen one. Maybe eventually we'll get to if this does pan out and this is a regular thing that happens with various pirate attacks across the galaxy and stations on fire. Maybe eventually we'll be in a predicament where we have to go and deposit people in an Odyssey settlement. It would surprise me, because the initial settlement is always is the initial settlement always like a legacy settlement in a colonization?
It does seem to be, but yeah, well, something that I'll be looking at I'll science it.
Keep
I
an
will
eye out for
science
it.
it. Yes, I have Jahira's cousin, first husband here. We've got Khalid bin Alawad. Taxiing is not really my focus in ED, so initially I wasn't really too excited about the passenger options they eventually had to come up with in order to complete their full roster of ships for all the main in-game activities. However, with its interior, its ramps, and that strap on your seatbelt sound it makes when it boosts, the Lynx comes with some interesting and fun quirks. I also really like its looks. Bear in mind the Lynx and the Corvette together visually and conceptually resemble two ships from the opening scene of this obscure sci-fi movie from 50-ish years ago that I really like. Now I only need to make a friend so that they can chase me in my Lynx in an Imperial Corvette with green advanced plasma accelerators while I deliver sensitive data to my contact on a desert planet at the fringes of the bubble. It will be glorious.
Khalid, it's a federal Corvette. You wash your mouth out. I need to know what movie they're talking about. We didn't.
It's a little known one from 1977, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's about some wars and stars.
Okay. What's it supposed to look like? What Star Wars ship is the Lynx supposed to look like?
The Lynx could look like Princess Leia's blockade runner.
Okay, it looks like, in my opinion, it looks like a lobster.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm still thinking Dr. Evil's Yeah.
Look at it.
From a
Look at
certain
it on
angle.
your holo, on your right as you're flying it. Look at it on your holo and imagine it's facing the other way. That is my gift to you.
Yeah. And
You
another
will.
ship ruined.
Oh, I see what you're getting. Oh, dear.
You are
Thank you,
welcome.
swine.
Master of Games says the Lynx Highliner. What a nice unexpected surprise! A new passenger ship. Immediately available in credits instead of arcs. My first impression that it was an apology ship for the setback of operations. FDev's way of saying, we don't want this to be like Odyssey, so we'll need to set the deadline back a month or so. Our bad. Here's a spanking new passenger ship to play around with while you wait. The design is amazing. It sort of gives you an industrial, retro-futuristic vibe that sticks. And I'm glad they didn't keep the ugly toilet brush look of the older Elite games. I only found out what it used to look like via someone else's commentary somewhere in Discord. The Lynx is about 60.8 million credits, right? Reasonable for economy class passenger ship, but I won't buy it immediately for various reasons. First, I admit I'm a new commander for or so months, and I don't know if passenger stuff is my thing yet. Oh, I can't believe people are experiencing this for the first time. Seems annoying if the passengers complain all the time. Second, I'm not ready to invest in a ship if I don't like the feel or can't afford the rebuy. Well, at 0 arcs, boy, do I have some news for you. In conclusion, I like that Frontier isn't neglecting the passenger part of ED, and I really like the prospect of interiors plus the ramps look cool. I wonder if it will make a good trade ship if I switch cabins with cargo, or should I make passengers a trade commodity? Because of the 3 locked.
Yeah, you that'll be a challenge to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, people experiencing this for the first time is that the joy that I feel at people experiencing my favorite game loop is so exciting.
Yeah,
this is the first time.
Heat
Oh,
sinks.
sorry.
Don't forget heat sinks.
Yeah, don't forget heat sinks.
You've not done this before. Yeah. Nicey says it's basically a space 747, isn't it? From what I've seen from the elite partners flying it about, it looks fairly good. From a raw numbers perspective, it seems to be fairly average, but where the attention to detail has been placed has raised some eyebrows. Why such detailed reflections on the windows where passengers would be? Why the access ramps to the blue beam? Why passenger ships now at all? Many questions and answers I suspect we will get in June or sooner. All in good time and all that.
Yes, enjoy your station running.
Indeed. On the 747 thing, actually, because I saw this was even before it came out, I think. I saw some people sort of saying, how the hell can a medium passenger ship carry so many passengers, like 240 odd passengers, when the Beluga carries whatever the Beluga carries? And it was interesting. I actually went out and did some sums and found the length of the links and found the length of a Boeing 747, and a Boeing 747 carries 400 passengers, so it works. The maths checks out. The links could definitely carry 200 odd people.
Excellent. I have Chicken Cow God, and she says, I know exactly what I'll be using this ship for. Given that passenger ships tend to have a decent jump range, there's a good chance this will be my soon-to relic hauler. Well, not unless they're passengers. At least when the supply is only at 120. It would at least be. Oh, did I miss Ben? Sorry.
No, just keep going, and then we'll get that later.
We'll come back. Yeah, it'd be at least nice to have a ship that could complete with a Mandalay at that job, or at the very least be able to carry a shield while I'm hauling. I do really hope that it doesn't have any restricted slots like the Clipper or the Type 11. Oh dear. The new modules are cool, but I really would like to keep my options open for my optional internal. Actually optional. Oh, okay. I am excited to how this may fit into a hopeful revitalization of passenger missions, especially with operations coming around. And I do beg for the chance that the passenger missions might actually be useful for power play too, especially considering humanitarian missions are an easy things to make, and my favorite power having an ethos for being a humanitarian. Praise Kane. I just thought I'd slip that in for her. So yeah.
Let's cycle back around to Chebs. Poor Chebs.
Yes. Apologies.
Chebs is really looking forward to this. It would be nice with a few tweaks, improvements to the passenger system. We can but hope. I wonder if passenger evacuations are back on the card. With the current terrorists or pirate attacks.
Nah, probably not. Probably not. No one would see that coming.
Frontier never do that. Frontier never do that.
Let alone make a CG about it.
Asilaran says, I'm a big fan of passenger missions and Saud Kruger ships, so I'll definitely be trying the links out for credits. I do hope passengers will have more to do with power play eventually. The level of detail on the outside of the links I would have loved to have seen inside the cockpit too, like a total passenger counter, cameras of the passenger hallways or the in-storage compartment where the luggage is not secured properly and floating around and spilling all this soon-till relics and other embarrassing items. Giant bus-like rear-view mirrors so I can check that my commander's hairpiece is still attached and make sure that the passengers aren't too rowdy. Keep it down in there in the back. And finally, a massive red button I can press to space all the VIPs after they ask for landmines the 10th time so they can feel more comfortable. And I can see inside the passenger cabins from the outside. Will someone not think of the privacy of the NPCs? What if I'm taking a stellar screenshot and a passenger complains I violated the Pilots Federation rights because 2 pixels of their goofy face was captured? I can't afford to be on a list and have to operate outside the bubble. In all seriousness, I'll be very keen to see how it flies and performs in FA off. I'm going to take those passengers on a roller coaster.
I must admit, when you do boost and you hear the ding, isn't that going to be a bit late?
Ding.
It is a bit late.
It's far too late. At that point, the heads are already split open on the back of the wall.
Yeah, put your seatbelt and ding. Oh, splat.
Whoops.
Excellent. Right, Bellacuti says, unfortunately, yes, I'll probably buy the Linux.
Linux.
Intentional,
Okay,
but I like it. Buy the Linux. Are we getting any actual new gameplay with this ship, or just another shiny distraction? I have a slight impression we're about to get a nice little pay-to-win CG this week. No, it's free. Curious to see how Frontier plans to give an advantage to those who buy the ship with ARCs. I'm sure it'll be completely balanced, as always. Maybe ARCs buyers get priority access to transport missions, better payouts, less risk, and shorter routes. Do you think the Dodec will also have people to be rescued? Maybe they've been trapped behind a paywall all this time and are finally getting their chance to escape. Or how much longer are they expected to keep waiting? Consoles not on release vibes.
Felacuti, I can't help but recommend the very top link in our links section on our show notes today. That very top link shows about the delay to operations and the fact that we're getting a free ship. That should assuage all of your concerns at this point, maybe.
Yes, lots of concerns in that, all ill-founded this week.
Although, absolutely, had it been available for ARCs, this show would have been very, very different.
Oh yeah, I think we were all expecting it, but
only
the
if there'd been
CG
something
there.
to win.
Yeah.
Right, Rocky Star. Hopefully, it'll stay nice and cool inside a burning station.
Bring heat sinks just in case it doesn't.
Yeah, what is its heat profile? I haven't tested
It's
it
not
yet.
too bad. It's not too bad. I find that because at least at the moment and on some of the stations, when it takes you sort of like down under into the dock, previously you didn't used to heat up when you were in the actually like docked and pulled under. In some of the stations at the moment, I'm still gaining heat as I'm picking a mission.
Oh, wow.
So I'm getting warnings and stuff as I'm in those menus. So I pop a heat sink as I'm landing. And then once I take off, I pop another heat sink and then I'm fine and I'm out and it's not a problem. But I don't know. I've heard different people say that it in other stations, when you go sort of like down under into the docking bay, in other stations it doesn't make your heat go up, so I wonder if that's just a teething problem with these coming back and whether it's going to be fixed.
Once you're inside.
Yeah, it used to be that you were safe when you were inside, but not at the moment at least.
Not you were safe inside with the Thargoid ones, but I remember previous versions you weren't.
Nope, you're wrong, Colin. You're wrong. You were always safe. You were always safe. It never as soon as you got in and into the you still heated up outside. But as soon as you got into the docking bay and it took you down under, you didn't gain heat.
Oh, right. As soon as you've gone down. Oh, right.
Yeah.
So that's changed.
So you're gaining in some of the stations at least. I saw other people were saying that they weren't getting gaining heat.
Fair enough.
But I was when I was doing it.
J. Fremantle. Yes, definitely going to get this one. The timing is great for me as I wanted to try some passenger missions and was thinking about what ship to get. Problem solved. I'll get a Highline. Almost said it. I'll get a Highliner. I almost said it again. The Bird Pit have published a great review, and I love the details FDev have put into it, especially the boarding experience. Remember, 21 seconds for a round trip. I have started colonization now and built a few Odyssey settlements, and I'm really looking forward to landing my Highliner at them. I think it will look great. The only problem now is the ship's name. Will it be Ryan Space or Easy Rocket? Maybe Pangal, perhaps Shinrata Space Liners or Space Lines. Thinky face.
I just went with Danger Bus. Or Angaboo if we're being polite.
I think I've got most of the chat room drunk now.
Little Big Yin says, so my thoughts after flying it is that it's perfectly average. This isn't a ship for sightseeing missions. It's one for bulk passenger transports and evac missions. The reason for my thoughts of this, it can't fit the luxury cabins, only the Orca and Beluga can. The second one is a bit more involved. Most sightseeing passengers will have a little crown icon next to the game, so that means they take up the entire cabin regardless of size. However, group transport or evac missions, when they existed, did not do this. The act of making Mark II passenger cabins carrying more people plays towards group transports or evac missions and not sightseeing missions. I would have preferred the Mark II cabin to have a built-in cargo space, which would have given them flexibility for sightseeing or bulk transport. Or what if they had two models for the Mark II cabin, one with cargo space instead of the extra people space and one with extra people? That would have been amazing. The biggest plus for it is that it's a medium passenger ship, so you could take passenger missions from outposts now. Just sadly, you won't be able to get the big buck ones due to your lack of luxury cabins, but you should be able to make a fortune, creds or materials on Robigo runs. Just be careful you don't drain the boards.
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Right. Me. Cloned again. This is very exciting. I half expected a luxury ship from Sauer Kruger, but this is even more exciting. It's an evacuation ship built for operations. Isn't it exciting? And the blue teleport is finally at the top of the ramp. How exciting is that? The only moment when we would be happy to dash a teleporter is when we're under fire and trying to escape with lemmings like NPCs, and that's the moment we have to actually climb the ramp. If that's not exciting, I don't know what is. Of course, right now, it's only potentially exciting. Time will tell if I can still remain excited long enough. P.S. Now I've read about passenger missions, my excitement is rated Peggy 18.
That's fair. That's very fair.
That's the tissues. Commander Nakan, cooling things down a little bit. It's kind of cool, right? Like, it looks like an old-school double-decker commuter train car with a cockpit and rockets strapped on. It's got that industrial, purpose-built look, and I like that, because it is definitely not pretending to be a Carnival cruise line. This is a vessel to transport briefcases and children on field trips. Move over, you space shots. Public transport is making a comeback. Cherry on top, if it comes in school bus colours. Is there a yellow and black one? There is a yellow one, isn't there?
It's a sort of yellow one. It's not quite school bus.
Yeah. Although I must admit, they'll probably put one in at some point. The Jinx effect. It looks good, though I don't think I'll have much use for it. But who can say no to a free pre-build? Not me. I've added the standard edition to my fleet. Maybe I'll try it out tonight on my annual pilgrimage to Pratchett's Disc. Happy birthday, Terry P. Terry P. Yeah. Your Lavian brandy is on the way with mugs and drinking out of it. Yes. Incidentally, are we seeing Orion's air-style race to the bottom in interstellar passenger transport with the Highliner? It's not as luxurious as the 1%, admittedly a high bar, and we're cramming more passengers into less space. I hope we can provide them with pressure stockings. Can we get a deep vein thrombosis in no gravity?
There's only one way to find out.
Yep.
Ask a doctor.
Yeah. Probably not. Probably not. Surely that would have been surely that's something that astronauts would know. Surely we have actual facts to be able to tell. I'm getting
data. Well, I will set an assignment for someone to look up NASA's website.
Surely we have like data which will tell us whether that's the case. Okay, right. So everyone's back. Well, hello. Did you miss me? I've missed you guys. Anyway, enough of that rubbish. I'm going to have to type fast and keep this short, as this is definitely coming in at the 11th hour. Firstly, I'm still updating. Some nonsense about having to finally update my launcher. So I haven't flown it yet. But my initial impression of it is I like it, and not for the reasons I first thought. When I heard that the new ship was going to be a passenger before I heard its name, I honestly thought it was going to be in Saud Kruger design. How wrong, and more importantly, how much I like this shift in design for a passenger vessel. Okay, it does look like a coffin with flaps, but that still counts as a vessel, right? Will I get one? Sure will. It's virtually free. No, it's actually free, right? Why not? Of course I want one. I'm just hoping / praying / making the necessary sacrifices to the brave and God that terrorist attacks and burning Starport's outposts are the reason there was a delay in the update. Not that it affected me anyway. Checks. Nope, still updating. Heck, I might push the Ryanair-styled boat out a bit and get 2. Really want to see what stupid privateering design I can do with this, even if half the major slots are locked to just cabins. Nothing quite like a view to a kill for my passengers, while keeping the other links for the hopeful return of spinning, flaming, debris-filled, slot-plunging activity we all actually love and enjoy and totally miss right now. Boy, Sir Oberon, do I have news for you? Oh my gosh.
Oh,
Wow.
lovely. Right.
Turns out a lot of people were looking forward to Burning Station missions coming back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can't relate.
And according to Ben, yes, you can get DVT, but because you're 0G, it's not just your legs you might get.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Wild.
Oh, there's an uplifting moment.
What
it
a
gets
time.
worse.
No, let's not.
An asteroid got DVT in the jugular vein on their neck on the ISS.
And on that
Blimey.
bombshell, night folks.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, moving on from that. Well, overall, I think everybody is looking forward to the links, and they're more looking forward to rescuing people from burning stations.
So good. It's so good. I can't believe there are people that are going to be experiencing this for the first time.
No. Right. Any other business, of course, Claire.
Yeah, I've got a little tiny, little that you might not be aware of with these burning station rescues. If you haven't got your Fed rank yet, there's a lot of the factions that are in this system are Federation factions. So pick the missions for the Federation factions and choose the rep rewards. If you've not got your Fed rank to unlock the Federal Corvette, yes, it doesn't have the brand new SEO drive, but it's still a blinking fantastic ship, and I highly recommend getting them. So if you've been sort of dragging your heels waiting for something where you will be able to rank up relatively quickly, you won't get the rank up missions, but you will continue to receive the reputation, and it will just roll over when you finally do find a rank up mission. This is a really cracking way to do it with these station rescues, and as you build your rep, you'll get more rewards and bigger rewards. So check that out. It's a good thing to do. Oh man, it's good times in Elite right now.
Always good advice to help rankers everywhere. No.
Absolutely.
Yes. So let's go on and Do our shout-outs, I guess. Our sister station, Hutton Orbital Radio, it broadcasts on a Thursday at 8:30. You can tune in at twitch.tv/Hutton Orbital Truckers, or if you just want the audio, go to radio.forthemug.com. For the discerning commander who likes a bit of CQC action, check out the CQC Discord at discord.me/Elite Dangerous CQC. We'll also give shout outs to the other Elite Dangerous podcasts. That's the Guard Frequency, who do other space games as well. There's the Loose Screws over there doing ship analysis that you would not believe. Of course, there's the Distant Worlds podcast, which are due every other week. And of course, If You Speak French.
I just let the funky music do the talking.
That would be the Elite Dangerous podcast, who do these fantastic missions as well. Following on from this, we have a fantastic Galnet News Digest as provided by Commander Witherspoon and Commander Beetlejude. And thanks to everybody that's chipped in on the Twitch chat. And the in-game commanders are Paul Archer, Apathis, Siberius, Happy Sack, Rocky Star, Losty, JT, Ibex the Goat, Frozen Satsuma, and Soccer 42. Special thanks, of course, go to Commander Togoso, Jane Trax, and Alan Stroud, who have all created music that we use on this show. So, that's it for another episode of Lave Radio. If you'd like to get in touch with the show, you can find all the contact links in the home/contact us menu on the laveradio.com website. We love getting your feedback on Spotify, so give us a like, give us a follow, even leave a comment. We like it. Anything to beat the algorithm. So do let us know if you have any questions or if there's anything you'd like us to discuss in a future episode. Lave Radio is recorded live on a Tuesday evening at 8:30 and streamed out at laveradio.com. So thanks to Claire.
Thank you. Catch you later, guys.
Thanks to Ben.
Good night, y'all.
Thanks to Alec.
Thanks, Colin. Night all.
And special thanks goes to today's tech specialist, the Chris Mark 5.
You're welcome.
So until next time, Commanders, fly safe. And if you can't do that, fly dangerous.
You're listening to Lave Radio.
Is your life like this? Sounds like someone having an orange inserted into them. You need a safe word.
Space can be lonely.
I'm going to see the galaxy.
Damn it. No worries, guys. Hold the for 6 seconds. I'll be right back.
Galnet News Update, 28th of April, 3312. Burning stations are back after a coordinated pirate attack in the Lao Man system. You can get your hands on a brand new Lynx Highliner to help out with the evacuation for the low price of 0 arcs and 0 credits. Authorities in the Lao Man system have appealed for urgent help to evacuate civilians from 4 burning starports and to drive off the pirate attackers who are still at large in the system. Dashiell Port, Sabine Gateway, Ryman Enterprise and Webb City have all been attacked and badly damaged by pirates. The starports are operating in a degraded state and the tourists and service personnel need to be evacuated urgently. The authorities are willing to offer additional incentives to those that help with the evacuations and with neutralising the pirates in the system. The requirement is to take a ship with passenger cabins and heat sinks, land at any one of the 4 damaged stations, sign up to the initiative, load up with passengers and transport them to a neighbouring system. Autodock is still operational at these starports, but heat inside the station is a concern, as is loose debris. There's 2 weeks to complete the evacuation, and every pilot who evacuates even just one group of passengers will be awarded a Lynx Highliner Strato Slate paint job and a Zorgon Peterson decal. Zorgon Peterson's marketing department must be delighted by this development, as entirely by chance, today is the day their new evacuation optimised passenger liner, the Lynx Highliner, has been released for sale. Commanders have 4 choices. They can buy the standard build ship for 65 million credits. They can spend 16,480 arcs to get the stellar pre-built ship with a high-spec loadout, the traversal blue paint job, the stream ship kit and an Owners Club decal. They can spend 43,480 arcs to buy the Galactic upgrade, which comes with all the stellar extras and an additional Bulwark ship kit, an extract yellow paint job and the Beacon yellow hollow kit. Or, and this seems to be quite a good option, they can go to the ARC store, buy the base model Highliner for 0 arcs, and then deploy it for 0 credits. That's completely free. No arcs, no credits. You still need to kit the ship out, but a free hull means cheaper rebuys for life. The Lynx Highliner. There's never been a better time to buy.